What's going on, good friends? How's everybody doing? Glad you guys are here. We are back from a little delay. I apologize I wasn't able to stream yesterday. It's been quite a time over here trying to figure out all this crap. My old streaming software has started bugging out and only works when it wants to. Luckily it's working today because I have been neck deep in setting up and figuring out a new software to use, but it's not ready yet. It's almost there. I've almost got everything set up to where we can make the transition and start using that instead. So hopefully we won't have weird things like what happened yesterday happen again. But for the time being, I still got some more work to do before we can switch to it. So we're back, but at least we're back because, you know, the old software is running again for today. We'll see what happens. Maybe by tomorrow I might have everything set up on the new one and we can move over and use that, hopefully be past all this. And it's gonna be pretty cool too. It's a lot more modern and like fancier, so it'll make the streams better. It's a good move. It's just, it sucks that it had to be done by out of necessity because the friggin' Streamlabs decides to be a butthole. So yeah. What's up, Kaneo? How you doing? How's it going? Yesterday was so good. I put it down and said I wasn't ready. I don't deserve it yet. Dude, you deserve it. It deserves you. You need to come on back. Just come on back. I got made far enough to get hooked to the music and vibes. Dude, the music and vibes are second to none in Dark Souls 3. A lot of people complain about Dark Souls 3 and they say that that like the atmosphere and feel of it are off, or it doesn't compare to Dark Souls 1, or the level design is bad compared to Dark Souls 1 or whatever. I don't feel that way at all. I love the atmosphere of Dark Souls 3. I think the level design is fine. It's a lot more linear, so you're kind of cut off. You don't have as many options as you do in Dark Souls 1, where you have multiple paths you can go down. Dark Souls 3 is basically like, here's where you need to go get it. So it's a different style, I understand that, but I still love it. I still think that there's room for that kind of level design as well, because a linear level design is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a different way of doing it, and some people like it even better, and I myself like the different flavors that are in the Soulsborne games. So like, you know, you have Demon Souls that has the multiple level design and the central hub, and you teleport out to the different levels of the game. And then you have Dark Souls 1 that is an interconnected masterpiece. And then you have Dark Souls 2, which is an interconnected masterpiece but done in a different way. I don't think DS2 gets enough respect for its level design either. And then you have Dark Souls 3, which is a very linear, closed off version of that. And you know, some people like it, some people don't. I think it's great. Then of course Elden Ring just blows the whole thing out of the water and you can go anywhere you want at any time. And then Bloodborne and Sekiro are somewhat the same as Dark Souls 3 is, except Bloodborne's a lot more open. You have a lot more options, I think, than you do in like Dark Souls 3 or Sekiro. Chillin'. Streamlabs, yeah. Yeah, hey, I'm tired of this Streamlabs sucks, bro. It's good. Let me tell you, for anybody who wants to start streaming or maybe is a streamer, what I'm learning is that Streamlabs is good to start out. Like, I'm glad I started on Streamlabs because it's pretty simple to figure out and there's not a lot, you know, going on. It's a good thing to cut your teeth on. But then after you get a ways in, you need to graduate and take on something a little more complicated that you can customize more and make fit your vibe and whatever, you know. So that's what we're about to do. Chillin', man. But about DS3, I loved it. I just want to stream it, so I hold a bunch of games till I get all set up like you, bro. Oh yeah, Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I do that too. Like some games, I started up Hades the other day because I haven't played Hades 1 or 2. And I've heard it's like one of the best roguelikes ever made. So I started it up the other day. I played like 5 minutes. I was like, you know what? I can tell this is going to be awesome. I should save it for like a first playthrough stream. So then I turned it right back off again. Like when you're streaming, sometimes it's best to save really good games for later on down the line when you can get to them and play them live, you know, for all of your viewing pleasures. Yeah, so if you don't know, if you haven't seen this stream before, we're playing Dark Souls 3 random challenges every bonfire. So I have a spin wheel, which we'll bring up here in a minute. And basically, every time we reach a new bonfire, not every time we go back to a bonfire, but every time we get to a new bonfire, we have to spin the wheel. And then whatever challenge that wheel spits out for us, that's the challenge we have to do until we get to the next bonfire, and so on and so forth until we defeat the run and become Elden Lord. Inspired to see your growth, bro. I see myself going through the same stuff. Yeah, bro. I mean, I wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for you guys. So you guys tuning in and watching and supporting the streams and watching the shorts, watching the long form videos, everything. If it wasn't for you guys, you know, I wouldn't even have a channel. Or I would, I'd just be sitting here talking to myself. Have done that before. Don't recommend it. So yeah, it's been awesome to grow with you guys and kind of start building something, gain some momentum. And I'm sure you'll do the same though. You got it, buddy. You got it. DS3 main menu theme, still one of the greatest. Dude, oh, bro, you're not lying, dude. The Dark Souls 3 menu theme legit takes me back in time every time I hear it. As soon as I hear it blast my ears, I am just like instantly teleported back to simpler times. Back before COVID. Thought you had to escape the nightmare and beat Garmin to become Elden Lord. No, you don't. Because you can use a skip to get past all that, but you do have to defeat the Bed of Chaos before you can be Elden Lord. So yeah, I think DS3 has been FromSoft menu has best FromSoft menu music. I agree with you. For me, my top 3 are Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, and probably Bloodborne. Those are probably my top 3 from software. Those are probably my top. I can't talk. You can tell I haven't streamed in a while. I'm out of practice. Those are probably my top 3 favorite from software menu musics. Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne. If I had to put them in an order, I would probably say Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and then Dark Souls 3 at number 1. That's probably how I would rank them. All right, let's jump on over here and we'll oh. I don't know why the game's blacked out. Hold up, wait a minute. There it is. That was weird. There was no game for a second. We also have to check our deaths, because I do not think that death counter, it's not right. Because the last thing we played was Crimson Oath. Yeah. So let me see. What was our death count last time? Let me double check here at the end of last stream. I think it was something like 42. So it'd be 43 deaths because I died right after that. Okay. So we got 43 deaths on the death counter. Save it up. And boom. I think that should have done it right there. Right there. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. We're about to spin this wheel. Oh, those are backwards. We're about to spin this wheel and see what our first challenge of the day is going to be that we have to fight the cursed Greatwood with. Or cursed rotted Greatwood. Code Vein Gene, what's up, bro? How are you? Glad you're here. All right. Give me something mildly doable. Come on, baby. Big money, big money, big money. What did it say? Oh my God, no. All right, so double trouble means that we have to spin it 2 times. And we have to try and do both challenges at the same time. Whatever it says, both times. So here's challenge number 1. It better be something simple. No hit. Okay. All right. That sounds fun. What goes along with no hit? Another no hit. We have to not only not get hit, we have to hit them. It has to be like positive hit without getting hit, if that makes any sense. No, we'll respin it. We want 2 challenges. I ain't no wuss. I signed up for 2 challenges. Give me 2 challenges. You've got to be freaking kidding me. No, give me a different challenge, you stupid wheel. No dodge. You gotta freaking be kidding me right now. We have to not get hit and not dodge all at the same time. Is this even possible? Can this even be done? You've got to be kidding me. This is the streaming god's punishment for not streaming yesterday. Alright. So no dodging. Which means we have to just like keep our distance. We're gonna just keep our distance. That was not good. Oh God. All right, we already failed. This is not good. Okay. So, I don't know what the F are we gonna do about this, guys? How are we gonna even, is this even possible? Can this be done? We might need a much faster weapon. Maybe we can just poke him. If we just poke him. Oh, Jesus. We gotta run away. We gotta poke and run. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. We were right there too. We were right there. All right, we gotta make like a rapist and just poke and run. That was pretty dark, wasn't it? I probably shouldn't say that. I feel kind of bad. Oh wait, we gotta add a death. A failed challenge equals a death, just so everybody knows. Nitro, what's up, bro? God dang it! It's reflex. You're supposed to dodge in this game. Add another one. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Playing some Dark Souls 3. What's your opinion on a Cerulean Onslaught? I think it's a long shot for that to actually be true. I think there's a decent chance that the game is real, even though maybe some of the details about it are not correct. I think the game is probably a real thing. But the release date, I would say, is probably almost impossible. I doubt that we're going to get it right after Summer Games Fest, like 2 months later. But if the game is actually a real deal, it sounds absolutely amazing. Pirate Souls is gonna go so freaking hard, bro. Happy Wednesday, bro. Did you decide what game you're streaming tomorrow? I think we're gonna stream Dark Souls 2. I think we're gonna stream Dark Souls 2. Unless something changes between now and tomorrow. Most of the comments were Dark Souls 2 last time I looked. I almost got all of them. Whoa! I will use the claymore in here. What's up, Brian? No dodge, never needed it anyway. My Mattack attack. Unfortunately, the screen doesn't tell the whole story. You see, we spun double trouble. And the 2 spins we got were no dodge, obviously, and no hit. So not only can we not dodge, we also cannot get hit either. Isn't it great, guys? Aren't you excited? I don't know. What do we want to do here? I need something relatively fast so I don't get caught in no man's land. That's probably not gonna be fast enough. It doesn't seem like it's that much faster than the claymore, honestly. We might just try it. The entire nature of my comment has been changed by this revelation. The entire nature of my outlook on life was changed the moment I had to spin the wheel twice. What am I supposed to do? I have to dodge. It's part of the game. Is it even possible? All right, this is what I have to see. This is not, I don't know if this is possible, actually. Because the moment You have to dodge when you're like in his nutsack, you know? There's no way to get in and out of the cursed rotted Greatwood. It's too big of a boss. This doesn't seem realistic. I don't think it is. All right, here's one thing we can try. This is risky. No, there's actually no way to do that either. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it. I want to exhaust all possible options. So what we can try is not going to the cursed Greatwood right now. Run by him. Go out and try and get to the other bonfire. And then we can spin the wheel again because it's a new bonfire. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, wait, we can... Okay, hold on. Okay, no, I do have a plan now. I do have a plan. I figured it out. I figured it out. So, if you remember, last time we played this, we couldn't get to the other bonfire because we couldn't take damage, because the challenge at that time was no damage. Now we can take damage as long as we're not getting hit, which means we can take the fall to get to the other bonfire, and we'll be able to respin the wheel. Problem solved. I just big-brained that. People ask why my forehead's so large. I just proved in 4K why that is. Yeah, that bonfire's our key to victory. Breaker 1-9, I need an artillery strike on right there. Actually, all right, you got it. Never mind. More like forehead K, am I right? I guess so, yeah, I guess you're right. So now the challenge is just getting to where we need to get to without getting hit. This is the real challenge. And we're not allowed to run past enemies if they're on the path we're headed towards. So we have to abide by that rule as well. Charge attack, baby. Keep our distance. Keep our distance. All right, we're going to sprint it out. We're going to sprint it out. Fall down. Oh god, we almost died. Success! We did it! Alright. Now, dear God, please give us a favorable spin. Jesus, my Lord. What's that? Fat roll. Okay. Hey, fat roll's not that bad. Compared to the rest of the challenges, fat roll is not that bad. Oh, this one down here. Yeah, there we go. We got us a nice chunky fat roll now. We might be able to level here. Oh, we can't. I forgot. You can't level at bonfires in this game. I want to go chop up these firebomb throwers. At least we can get hit again. Nice ground tackle. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we gotta talk to that whore. Hand axe.
Aha, unkilled, are we?
Yeah, the ground is the running back, and we're the forward tackle.
An old pyromancer.
Have us all watch.
Cage, as you see.
You should have us all watch type out funny challenges, like you have to emote every time you get hit, or you have to throw a pebble each time the boss hits you. Hey, there is something like that. On the wheel, there is a chat choice. If chat choice gets spun, you guys get to pick what the challenge is.
Most what to read the pleasure.
Ow. So all we gotta do now... Do we get many souls for that? Oh, you get none? Oh. Well, look at all this. Good morning, Ahmed. What's up? Nameless King, fat roll, and still camera? That would be crazy. Alright, we gotta try and deal with all of the... Oh, wait, the dogs are chilling. Alright. Now, taking on the dog with a fat roll is gonna be a little... Oh! I'm telling you guys, I might actually play better with a fat roll. I should probably just make this my default play style. Because my fat roll skills are on fleek. Alright, we're still gonna go over here and kill this little dude. Oh, what? Oh, it just knocked me down. It didn't actually hurt me. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going off on him. Wait, where's his other nut sacks? Oh, I probably shouldn't have. Come on. Oh, I kind of didn't notice the hand. I'm not gonna lie. Wait for the poison smog. Gotta love Miyazaki's poison swampiness. There it is. Did I get him? Yeah, buddy. Fat roll's easy work, boys. I'm to the point where I just love to see fat roll fly across the screen. That's one of the easiest challenges on the wheel. But alas, it now is no more. And it's replaced with another fat roll. Well, there you go. What's with the wheel and spinning the same thing so much tonight? That's kind of crazy. What is going on here? I mean, I'm not complaining. A fat roll is a fat roll, but still. You guys think I should spin again? The wheel likes watching people fat roll. I guess so. Maybe the wheel's half Mexican. It just really likes the chubby, you know? Likes the chub. The wheel's apologizing me. Well, it's apologizing to me for what just happened. Friggin' double trouble, no hit, no dodge was diabolical. Cliff. Yeah, the cliff. No, we need to go back to Firelink. Because now we can actually make boss weapons. And we're about to cash in on some goddamn Vort's hammer, boys. The weapon I've been waiting for since we started. Where'd he go? There he is.
Fret not, for I.
The wheel has spoken. Thou shalt roly-poly the heirs of Cinder. That's what I'm saying. I'm just respecting the wheel's wishes. You know, I'm not cheating. It spun it twice, fair and square. Oh, you need 30 strength? 30 strength. Well, we can have that. I mean, at least that's something. And we're only one. It's gonna be a minute before we can use it, but we're still gonna get it because it's so freaking good. We'll just, oh no. Yeah, we'll grab that. We can probably use that until which time. That's a little bit faster, isn't it? Okay, so it's got like an uppercut. An upper stab, okay. Do I have what it takes to upgrade it? Because right now it's a little weaker than the Claymore. What can I infuse the Claymore with? Refined. Or we can give it fire. Ah, no, I'm not gonna mess with that. Let's see. A Titanite scale. We don't have a Titanite scale. We do have Shard. We can go Claymore +2. Alright, yeah, never mind. We actually don't really need this sword right now. Claymore +2 is just too good to pass up. We'll just keep using this until we get enough strength, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna run Vort's Hammer. At the closest possible time, we'll run Vort's Hammer. No. Dilapidated. The key to the door in the undead sewer settlement. I guess we'll pick that up. And then we need to pop a bunch of soulage. And then we can level and pump our strength as much as humanly possible. Or ashenly possible. I don't have any? Thought I had some souls to pop. I guess I don't. Never mind. We're just gonna pump it a little, I guess. My challenge for you is that anytime you get mad at the boss, you have to call it a troglodyte. My word of the day. Troglodyte reminds me of Outward. That game is peak, by the way. I need to look up if there's any news on when Outward 2 is coming out. It's supposed to come out this year, and I'm super stoked for it. What? No, I don't want to leave. Me and my wife are gonna play that co-op together. Touch the demon, or touch the whatever inside me. Well, we pumped it to 18. F this. Farewell, Ashen One. Alright. So that one's now down. So now we gotta fat roll our way to the next spot we need to be at. It's a cave dweller, so now I'm using it in traffic now when I get mad. That's kind of hilarious, honestly. You friggin' troglodyte! I need to start using that. Oh, we can get him in just 2 charge attacks. That's helpful. Challenge drill sergeant mode. When damaged, you have to say, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" to the enemy who hit you. That's just cruel and unusual punishment. To have to respect the enemy that just hit me? I don't know if my mental health can handle all that. And then let them hit you one more time? Wait, but then that would just be an endless loop. That would just be an endless loop. Because I'd just have to continue saying, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" and getting hit till I die. I feel like you planned that on purpose. Oh my god. Bro's trying to trick me into some kind of Doctor Strange time loop. What a bunch of idiots. Honestly, I don't know why I'm over here. This is not the right bonfire. I was supposed to be over there, but whatever. We've progressed far enough. Oh, hole of holes. Thank you for holding. I was supposed to do something down there, didn't I? I don't think I did. We need to teleport down there. Hold up. Only 1 extra hit per enemy unless another enemy hits you during that. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Oh, we get chat choice. Your guys' wish is my command. What? Well, you're... Oh, God. Okay. The fat roll is starting to affect me a little. Okay. Okay, now we gotta go down here. Oh, I touched him with the tip of the tippy tip tip. Did you see that? Alright, so we need to go back to here. I think... I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played through this game. I think there's something we do at the bottom of that pit, isn't there? Or is it... Yeah. Oh, okay, no, never mind. It's not part of the main path. Never mind. Never mind. Cliff underside is what we need. Cliff undercarriage is what we're headed to. Yeah, it's some kind of covenant or something. I can't remember, but you have to have that item to offer it. I don't really remember what happens when you do, though. Alright, this is gonna be a little tricky with fat roll, but let's try and lure them out. Oh! Okay, alright. Where'd the other dog go? There's another dog somewhere. Ha! Yeah, take that, foot tackle. Should we go fight the giant rat or just continue on the way we should go? What do you guys think? Should we fight the giant rat just for kicks and giggles? Or head across the bridge and make more progress? Let me just look. Oh, that's a dead. Let's just kill him. Why not? With some added souls, it'll get me more. We bought the grave key, thank God. This scared the crap out of me the first time I did it. As they like put this smoke there and that giant rat just rushes at you, I'm like, oh. It really did get me good. Get up out of here. Go down here. Down here. Oh, we got a loincloth. Thank God. I was wondering what I was gonna wear to the ball tonight. Red hilted halberd. Is it gonna come back to life? Is it one of those? Can't remember what they do. See, oh shoot. Wouldn't it be awesome to be running through a pirate ship, killing pirate skeletons? Pirate souls would go hard, I'm telling you. I hope the rumors are true, bro. I hope Summer Game Fest rolls around. We see that glorious white and black emblem flash across the screen. And FromSoft and Miyazaki himself walks out onto stage and says, there's a streamer, has a channel called Mattack.gaming. This is for you, buddy. And the trailer for Pirate Souls plays. And then he says, I love you, son. Alright, okay. You don't have to. Bro, what? His freaking run stuns you? That was annoying. Demon Souls remake for 29 or 19 for Dark Souls 2. Hey, a Dark Souls 2 remastered would actually not make me angry. I actually would not get mad. Now, do I think that that should be their top priority or they should spend time and resources on it? No. But would I be mad if they announced it? No. Plus, it would make Twitter go absolutely crazy, and that would be fun to watch. Every both games game and the familiar love. Every future From game will be Nintendo Wii exclusive multiplayer party games just for that. That would be hilarious. Except it wouldn't. That would super suck. But it would be funny for a short time. I mean, should I get Dark Souls 2 for 20 bucks or Demon Souls? Oh. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. My opinion is go for Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is a better game, if you ask me. And there's a lot more content in Dark Souls 2 versus Demon Souls, which is a lot shorter and there's no DLC.
Who is there?
Who is there? That's me.
Is someone there? Anyone? Oh, the dark little creature.
I'm just gonna. Do I have your consent, ma'am? Can I touch you?
Yes, there you are. So close, indeed.
2 years later, she's gonna get mad at me for doing because she sees me touch another girl, and then she's gonna withdraw consent and try and get me imprisoned for rape. If this was a modern in PC, you know what I mean?
Of Karim, I came to this land so that your touches. I am weak, but if it. Oh, I.
If you want to fight about it, let's fight about it.
All you
It's gonna be in the,
faceless
on my
undead.
next list then.
They
Hopefully
usually
finishing
deserve
Saros
respect.
this weekend. I'm hard stuck on Biome 7.
Now you've gone and rescued
Lucky
my
you, bro.
child.
I haven't even got to Biome 7.
Quaint, pitying creatures that are beyond help.
She's not gonna see anything.
I am an. What's the matter? I am an. What's an?
I guess we can go talk to, as the giant was, oh, hey, here he is.
Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegbert of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle.
That was an accident. That was an accident. I was just trying to show you guys my figurine of Onion Bro. And then I freaking chopped him with my sword. Now I feel bad.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought.
I'm sorry, Onion Bro.
I am Siegbert of Katarina.
I gave up on trying to get the plat for this game. Why did you do that? Is it too hard or something?
Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Where
Oh, he's just telling us about the, yeah.
this
Massacre run starting early. Hey, speaking of that, what do you guys think we should do in Dark Souls 2 tomorrow? Should we start a Dark Souls 2 Massacre run? Or should we do something else with it? What do you think? Oh, we can get the Frost Sword now. But first, we're gonna go up. The rings are paying to get the trophy for some reason. New Game Plus. Oh, yeah. So the platinum for this is pretty tedious, I guess. I just want to go talk to the giant real fast. Massacre? You guys think we should start a Dark Souls 2 Massacre run tomorrow? You guys realize the kind of commitment that is, right? What's a Massacre run? So we did it in Dark Souls 1 already, but basically you have to go through the game, and in every area you have to kill every enemy in the entire area and the boss without dying. So you can't just like rush the boss. You have to go through the entire area and kill everything that lives, unless it's a non-hostile NPC or something, and then go kill the boss. And if you die, you have to do it all over again. It's it can be pretty brutal depending on the area. Grinding all the Covenant rewards are a pain too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be tough. Dark Souls 2 would be a lot hard. We already did Dark Souls 1. We did an entire Massacre run through all of Dark Souls 1. Every area, we killed every enemy and the boss. But Dark Souls 2 is probably going to be a lot harder than Dark Souls 1.
I help.
He's already helping us. Mike, thanks for the super chat, bro. $5 super chat. You're the best. You can't spell massacre without a certain word for butt. Okay, all right. Well, since Mike super chatted the most creative super chat to ever super chat, I guess we'll start a massacre run tomorrow. I would lose on it. Can you imagine doing a platinum run on Crimson Desert? Bro, I have no idea. I think the first person to get the platinum, I think it took them like 200 hours or something. At least with DS2, if you kill the enemies enough times, they never respawn, so it'll be... That's actually true. I never really thought of that. You're actually right about that. We almost need a way to stop that from happening. We kind of need that not to happen for the run to be a thing, you know? You can with the champ. Okay, we'll have to join the Champions Covenant then. I need to look up how to do that because we need that not to happen for the run to be worth our time. Give me the frost sword. Oh, we gotta fight this thing with our fat roll. Oh, never mind. He's gonna freaking I forgot he can yeah, the frostiness, yeah. Yeah. I got you. That's a long way to get where we were just at, too. F this, bro. It's in Majula at the tree behind the... Okay, yeah. So we just got to get to Majula. Which won't... There's really not much before Majula anyway, in the way of enemies. We might just start the run from Majula on. So the rest of it's kind of pointless. Get out of here. Yeah, we're going for that frosty sword, boys. That's usually my route for this game, weapons-wise, is usually go straight for the frost sword, use the frost sword till I have enough strength to use Vort's hammer. And then I use Vort's hammer for most of the game after that until I get some of the better late game weapons. Get off my, Oh! I kind of forgot that they throw pots instead of just try to smash you with them. Yeah, that frost gear is drippy. It looks pretty freaking sweet. The sword is like the coolest sword in the early game too, because it's all frosty looking. It takes 20 strength to two-hand Vort. Yeah, I only have... No. Actually, I might be able to two-hand it. I think it only takes 15. Let me see. No, it takes 20. Never mind. Yeah, so we're 2 strength away from being able to two-hand Vort. Stop it, you stupid dog. They're gonna chuck pots at me now, aren't they? Oh, they are. Yep, they are. Oh, God. Sweet God. I don't know how that happened, but I'm glad it did. All right. This is kind of good because we can go ahead and just grab some of these items around here real fast. Charge the dog. Oh, it wasn't even worth it. Never mind. Alright, now we get a second chance at Frost Boy. Old Frosty. Frosty the Snowman. What's the challenge this section? Right now, it is fat roll. We have to fat roll till the next bonfire. Can you guys see the challenge on the screen? Is it too small? Yeah, he's gonna be a tough one to fat roll. And he's very, the frost buildup can catch you by surprise very quickly. Oh, you do see it? Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to make sure that it was actually big enough to read. That's my only thing. All right. Come here, little buddy. Which way is he facing? Can I? Oh, he found me. Easy work, boys. Let's go. Give me the Frosty. Where's Frosty at? There he is. Yeah, boy. Yeah, bohoigan. Oh, now we're not fat rolling anymore. It's all right. We'll just put on another shield. Actually, I think the bonfire's right out here, isn't it? Yeah, bonfire's right out here. We get another spin. Let's see what's next on the challenge docket. I wouldn't mind having a sleeve with various Soulsborne NPCs, or maybe even a boss sleeve. Are you talking about like a tattoo? Is that what you mean by sleeve? What's it say? No way, it says fat roll again. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't spin it. Let me spin it. Oh, it's so small to read on my side. What about now? Can you hear me now? I don't know how it... Somehow my audio got freaking muted. That was weird. Yeah, I was just complaining about the fact that I just got the sword I was trying to get. And now we can't use it. Because they want us to fist every enemy. Like it's some kind of OnlyFans page.
Welcome home. Speak.
Welcome home.
Well, then taken up.
Oh, we don't even have enough. What? What? It's alright, we're gonna pop all these. We're gonna get it one way or the other. Alright, there we go. We have at least enough for one now. We probably won't get all the strength we need to two-hand Vort. No. We're close, though. I might be able to parry barehanded. I'm gonna test that out. Ooh. Oh yeah, the twinkling. We need a twinkle to upgrade Frosty there. That's alright. F that. Let's go parry hose with our hands and then shove our fists inside them. Alright. Fisticuffs, here we come. How much damage does this even do? I don't do much, does it? Alright, this dude sucks, bro. Ah, I went for the charge. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, right in his butthole. By the time you get to the next bonfire, you'll have 20 strength. I better. If I don't, then something went terribly wrong. Yeah, these dudes with the wings are really gonna suck. This is like the worst possible challenge for what we're about to encounter. I mean, it wasn't awful, but it was bad. Like, it is gonna take us quite a while on each enemy. And, oh, and what if we have to do two at the same time? This ain't good. Let's grab this, whatever it is. Grab the back! Get the backstab! Let me go! I just want the freaking backstab, bro. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be tough. We're 2 enemies in and we've lost almost all our... We're almost dead. We may as well do a little jot off. Huh. Worst spot will be right before the next bonfire. There's a mage bird that transforms 3 or 4 regular birds at once. That sounds fun. I wonder, does this go back around? No, it doesn't. We just had the fun of we just decided to go ahead and maybe I can push him off the edge. All right, don't roll backwards. They have too much forward momentum. We need to not roll back. We're gonna have to roll to the side or something. Herein lies the challenge, my friends. I almost got him. I almost got him to go off the edge. Go off the edge. No, not me. Oh, the good old Miyazaki. Winged enemy but can't fly and dies falling off the edge. Miyazaki classic right there. Convergence mod is... I wish I had a PC so I could play it. I've been thinking about trying out some freaking Elden Ring mods on stream. I've been saying I'm gonna do it for a long time and I just never get around to it, but like Convergence, Graceborn. There's another popular Elden Ring mod I want to try too. If you enjoy bad Souls-likes, try Dark Dominion. Is that on Steam? Stupid, bro. I had the right idea. We can punch that dude right off the side. The Convergence mod is great for DS3 and Elden Ring. Oh, there's one for Dark Souls 3 too? There's a Convergence for Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring? It came out today? Is there a trailer on YouTube for it? We could watch it during the news break. All right, I'm starting to learn the pattern a little bit. Ah, dang it. Just kill him! Frick! Have you seen the Archthrones mod? It's like DS4, really sweet from what I've seen. Yeah, that was the other one I was talking about. Yeah, Archthrones. That's the one. Yeah, I want to try that one too. Is that a DS3 or a or an Elden Ring mod. There's a trailer on YouTube. Okay, Dark Dominion. Hold on, let me look it up. I need to save it to my watch later so I don't forget. Dark Dominion trailer. Official game trailer. It says it. The trailer came out 5 days ago. I will save that to watch later, and we'll check that one out during the news break. Fighting Cowboy played it for 15 minutes and uninstalled it. Was it really that bad? Wow. And he plays a lot of Souls-likes, so he can handle some jank here and there. Success. As bad as The Bearer and The Last Flame? I've never even heard of that one. Oh, Jesus. This dude's serious. God dang it, bro. Alright, we got one more here. I've been playing Dark Souls 2 for the first time. It's so different and janky. It is janky, yes. That is definitely a thing that Dark Souls 2 has. But, I mean, a lot of the FromSoft games, especially the older FromSoft games, are janky. It has a certain charm to it, Watch Cowboy play through Archthrones and Convergent. Been watching him for years. Yeah, I've been watching Cowboy ever since I started playing Soulsborne. His walkthroughs got me through almost all the Soulsborne games on my first playthrough. Fighting Cowboy is a real one. Okay, that worked out perfect, bro. Love Demon Souls DS1 and DS3, but I like Bloodborne and DS2 more just because they're different. They are different. Yes, they are. Bloodborne's very different. Dark Souls 2 is different. Some of its differences are good. Like, in some ways, it's different in a good way. But some of its differences are not so good, i.e. adaptability. One was my first action RPG. Yeah, I think I watched his walkthroughs through Neo 1 as well. See if we can get this dude to come up here. Oh my god, I need the backstab. You know what? We're gonna run down here real fast. Just in case we die. I'm gonna grab this stuff real fast. I'm gonna come back up here so we can get our souls back. And then we're gonna fight to the last man. Oh, he threw something. Who threw something? Where? Where's he at? Where? I dare you, buddy. Come on! Come fight me in the open, you whore. I thought I was trying to go for the backstab. I shouldn't have done that. But this fist only is gonna be really bad on this part. This sucks. This sucks a lot. I hate Demon Souls and DS2 health gate system. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is a big difference. I'm not a fan of that either. I don't really mind it because it's a difference, you know, so it adds like variety to the games. It's not my favorite mechanic, but I also don't hate it. Probably the most reason I hesitate with them. Dark Souls 2 is actually not as bad because in Dark Souls 2, you can get all your health back pretty easily. In Demon Souls, you really need to play the game in soul form pretty much the whole time. Or you don't need to, but it's a lot easier if you do. So I think Dark Souls 2 is actually not as bad in the health department as Demon Souls is. Using the stone thing to heal instead of flasks is kind of weird. They take forever to fill up your HP. That's true, but that's actually one of the things I appreciate about Dark Souls 2 is they give you more options in how you heal. So they give you flasks that replenish at bonfires, and then they also give you consumable heals that have the downside of taking longer to heal you, but also give you the upside of having more heals than just whatever flasks you have. So I think that's kind of cool because it gives you kind of more options as a player. But, you know, some people don't like it. I understand that. Yeah, the butcher knife it is pretty fast. Majula is gorgeous, however, I admit that. The theme is lovely. Yeah, the Majula, not only Majula, but the theme of Majula is probably one of my favorite music pieces in all of Soulsborne's. Couldn't get the charge off. All right, so we got that guy. Push him off the edge. We need one to transform. Just like that. The backstab punch is the best for damage output. Alright, we might be able to kind of manipulate that guy. But I really need him to go backwards more. Oh my god, bro. We had to kill him the hard way. At least we have 2 flasks, though. Farm these birds forever to get hollow gems. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I don't recommend doing it fist only. Use a weapon. This game looks interesting. This game is one of the best games ever made, Nelly. You should try it if you have not. Honestly, don't really want that stuff. It's not really worth the trouble, in my opinion. Oh my god. What's up, Dakota? See if I can pull this guy away over here. Oh, that delay was crazy. Apples and bananas. What's up, Golden Paladin? You whore! What a slut! Wasting all my freaking... all my flasks on this one guy. So dumb, bro. Holy Jesus, there's 3 of them. All right, it was just this one. Modded? No, this is not modded. Oh my god! They're here! They're here! Run! On that, I'm gonna take a bathroom break because I just lost a lot of hope for this run. Guys, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem trying to figure out what to do here. It's GG if he gets fist for a boss. We actually did get fist for Gundyr at the very beginning, but you know it's Gundyr, so that wasn't too bad. Does fist damage bosses? I've never tried. Yeah, it does. It just doesn't do very much. We did fist only Gundyr though. We fisted Gundyr real hard. Gotta add a death there, don't we? Oh, the freaking... The drop damage on a punch is actually pretty strong compared to the rest of it. Beat Orphan Cost, Barefisted, Naked, Echo level 4, and on New Game plus 7, so anything is doable. Yeah, but you know, just maybe not by me. Do I come here often? Usually I have a weapon when I do, but yes. Why didn't he fall? Bro tricked me into chasing him off the edge. Did you see that? Ridiculous, dude. That's one good thing about the transformation, is it does give you a backstab opportunity. Freaking F, dude. It should not take a whole flask to kill that guy. We gotta perform better if we're gonna have a chance. God dang it. It looks like he's gonna stay and he needs one more. And then it baits you into doing one more, and that's the one that takes you off the edge. Alright, so that was pretty clean. That was pretty clean. Yeah, it's kind of sus what's going on with this mage, bro, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, fall off. Thank God, bro. Well, we don't need both of them now. Just my friend here. I kind of rolled into it, didn't I? Come see me, friend. Do your charge swing. Alright, not that one, the faster one. Dude, sit still. God dang it, bro. Just gonna kill him. We're just gonna kill him the old-fashioned way. He didn't get close enough to the edge. I say that, and then he just F's me up. Alright. I'll hit one of these. We'll be then, I don't know. Or some Legos. I hope so too. I can tell I'm gonna be super done with this area by the time we get through it. Alright, let's scope out our possibilities here. Mm-hmm. I wonder something. Oh, it worked! Can I get the other three? Can I get the other three like that? What just happened there? I didn't even get to see if it... Alright, well, we might be onto something. We might be onto something. If we can get at least one, preferably all, but if we could get at least one to jump off the edge like that, that would make our lives a ton easier. Gravity. It's a genuinely insane feat by Lois. Yeah, that dude's crazy. That was some BS. What? Hey, we didn't get hit. I like that. Alright, so now we know our strategy. We might be able to get him to run off the bridge. Did he get caught by something? Oh, I thought he got caught on something. Wouldn't be a FromSoft game. It didn't. Yeah, that's true. It angers you in the moment, but you also come to a place in your journey with From Software where the jank and BS is sort of endearing and part of the charm and takes you back to simpler times. You know what I mean? It's a strange phenomenon. All right, this is a bad turn of events. This is not... Alright, we got one. We just need one. How did I fall off that freaking tree and that dude just stood on the air? Anyone think the rumors about Cerulean Onslaught are any true? I think that the game is probably real, even though certain details about it might be misconstrued or not 100% true. I think the release date is probably not gonna happen. I don't think that it'll be 2 months after announcement like the leak claimed, but I do think that it's probably fairly likely that the game itself exists. It's just a question of what does that mean? Like, what is it exactly? One too many. Pirate ship Firelink sounds sick. Dude, that would go so hard. Friggin'... My question is it going to be like a Demon Souls kind of hub type of thing? Where it's just you are... like, or like Neo, where you go from one region to the next, and then you have different islands you can explore there, and then your boat moves to the next region? Or is it going to be like Sea of Thieves, Wind Rose type of stuff, where you can actually sail your ship around like this open ocean world and then stop at different islands and go explore? I hope it's that one, because that would be insane. Legit to me, but the sound of the pirate game sounds cool. Yeah, the name's not going to be Cerulean Onslaught. No, that's got to be a code name. If it's real, that's a code name. I doubt it's a Night Rain DLC. I think they're done with Night Rain for now. If they weren't done with Night Rain, we would have Everdark Healster by now. For some reason, they're moving on from Night Rain, or they would have already given us that. If it's not with Duskbloods coming out, I crave a single player experience. Apparently, according to the leak, this is a single player game. It's not a multiplayer title like From Software has been pumping out here lately. You see what I'm saying? You see, so I stop because I know what's about to happen, and then he stays there and hits me. And then I try and go a little bit further, and it chucks me off the edge. Each island has a map and can be explored, or each island is a linear experience, or kind of like mission based. Yeah, that's a big question when it comes to like the island exploration thing, is how exactly is that going to work? Is it going to be linear levels? Are they going to be mini open worlds? Is the ocean going to be a giant open world that you can move around in freely? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that they're done with Night Rain forever. I would imagine they'll eventually do something with Night Rain sometime in the future. So like the unused Shadow of the Erd Tree content could still be potentially used in the future. But I do think that they are using their time and resources for their upcoming titles now, at least temporarily. We'll see what happens later on. Or this leak about FromSoft next game other than Duskbloods. I put out a video on it the other day that kind of gives like an overview of what we know so far, but it's a 4chan leak that came out several days ago, and if you Google it, it'll pop up as well. A lot of people are talking about it. I like Night Rain as well, but single player level design is From Software bread and butter. Yeah, we need another single player Souls. I don't want another. As much as I love Night Rain, and I am excited for the Duskbloods. Oh no. I'm ready for some single player Souls like. Yeah, if I had to choose, I mean, if I had to choose between Night Rain and another single player game, I would have chose another single player game if I had had the option, you know? Good freaking God, bro. Why? We're gonna do this for a while. We're gonna be doing this for a minute. See, how does he stay on? Oh my God, these dudes can freaking walk on the air like they're freaking Jesus on the water. And I get like a millimeter too close to the edge and I get vortex sucked off the side. It's probably more consistent just to go for backstab kills at this point. I want to try something on this dude up ahead. Let's just forget the... forget the edge altogether. Maybe we just kill him this way. How did that miss? Someone please explain it to me. That might be more consistent. The edge is the quick fix, but that might actually be more consistent. Alright, you're getting a little too close to your friend. I don't want to ruin his evening. Oh my god. Hello, who is there? Her. From what I understand, FromSoft expanded their number of employees to pump out more games, multiple games at once being developed. Miyazaki focuses on main games, and the side teams working on experimental games like Night Rain and Dusk Bloods. Yeah, that's mostly true. The only thing I would say is a little misinformed is Miyazaki is actually, he's the main director on the Dusk Bloods, and he's been devoting a lot of his time to it and overseeing it directly. But yeah, like Night Rain is like that, and for all we know, the mystery game is not being directed by him as well. We don't know yet. Oh, he just had to give me a hit. He just had to hit me one on his way down, didn't he? Of course he did. Oh, we got one of them to fall down. Okay, we got a chance here. We got a chance here. Oh god, we're gonna get adaptability again. Yeah, Cerulean Tears is just a bunch of different adaptability stats is all it is. One at a time, one at a time. Well, you suck, bro. Hurry up! Alright, we're running low on health, but we got one more to go. We can get him to fall down, probably. Oh, God. Not so much luck on this dude. Oh, we just gotta not suck. We might be able to push him off. Oh, did we get... Oh, he didn't fall off. Oh! Oh, we did it. Okay. All right, let's just chill. Let's just chill. Everybody calm down. Don't get too excited. Just breathe. Just breathe. Thank the freaking Lord. Fists only has ended. Thank God. What's next? Don't you dare say fists again. Don't do it. Well, this ought to be fun. Alright, we can do this. Let's go get Vort's hammer. Alright. So you guys can see I have one hand up here. We got one hand on the controller. Now there was a time when I got decent at this. But that time was a while ago. You also gotta try not to accidentally hit her.
Speak thine heart's desire.
One hand, yeah, I gotta play one-handed. Like one hand on the controller, one hand not on the controller.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me.
Touch the darkness within her. We don't have enough souls? What? Alright, did we find a soul to pop, maybe?
May the flames guide thee.
I think... Isn't that one 2,000? Oh, it's just 800. Never mind. Is a From Software OG legend, making the best games guy, by the way. Yui Tanimura. What games did he work on? It's really tough. I don't even know how I would do. Well, essentially, like... So you have to use this grip here. So, like, your palm is what moves the character. And then your thumb is what controls the camera. And you basically only right one. Don't try to like heavy attack. you just only write one. And then in Sekiro, you could parry too, but we're obviously not doing that. DS2 and Elden Ring, he co-directed, right? Yui Tanimura. I have to look that up. Honestly, don't know who co-directed on those. Screw claw style, back buttons for the win. I'll tell you what, we finally get to use our frosty sword though. After fighting tooth and nail to retrieve it. Now, the hardest part is dodging. Because circle is way on the opposite side of the controller. So dodging is going to be the issue here. Okay, all right. Not too bad so far. All right, it's bad. Oh, the backstab. What up, son? Let's go. A one-handed backstab. That ain't bad at all. Isn't there an NPC fight here? Wesley, what's up, bro? How are you? I'm trying to claw style one-handed with a Nintendo pad, and yeah, you're not succeeding. I'm not. Well, I'm about to join you probably. Oh my God, what are we doing? You can't cover the whole controller? I can barely reach circle with my thumb in this one-handed grip I have. Oh! All right, all right, all right. That's a start. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. Yeah, the mushroom. Yeah, I don't know. We might skip him. Is this poison water? I can't remember. Okay, no, we're good. See, he's technically not on the path of progression, so we're within the rules to not fight him. Oh, freaking Cross, bro. He is no joke right here, boys. Especially trying to fight him one-handed. Do I have anything that cures poison? I mean, poison isn't that bad in DS3, so I could probably just leave it, but still. Oh, I need to burn that. Oh, and I need to use that. What the F am I doing? What are the rules? The rules are right here. Boom. Spin the wheel. Every new bonfire violating a challenge is an insta death. So if I fail to do it, like if I dodge when I wasn't supposed to dodge, it counts as a death and I have to go back to the bonfire. No running past enemies that are on the path of progression. So I don't have to go to like every side path, but if an enemy is in the way of where I'm going or on the path of where I'm going, I have to fight it. Respins are allowed if it says allow. I need to redo that. If the challenge is impossible. So like if we get friggin' parry only, but we don't have a parry shield or something that we just cannot do. And that's pretty much it right there. Pretty simple rules. Oh God. We almost died. Because we don't have anything to cure poison. Taking a lot of willpower, Mr. Miyazaki. I'm pretty true. He withheld himself. Parry only versus Yorm. Yeah, that would be a respin. Or really anything that requires a specific weapon versus Yorm. Just power through. We don't want to get re-poisoned. We're in a bad spot right now. We're in a bad spot. Oh God. I went for the backspin. I'm gonna have to get better at dodging with the one-handed grip. It's such a weird feeling. I press X on accident all the time. Alright, okay. I'm getting a little better. We're getting a little better. Only resisted the poison swamp for a little while though. True. It wasn't too long before he went back to his old ways. Alright, let's... Oh yeah. Kuchiga. Alright, so we're starting to dodge. It's just we gotta fine-tune the direction of the dodge. You know, like the way in which we are going. We also never talked to these dudes, did we?
Oh, hello.
Oh, this girl, sorry. Sorry, lady. Didn't mean to misgender you.
A friend and traveling companion. We are well beyond the flood. We seek we may go up the next may the flame. Oh yes, he's not, but don't without it. We are well beyond we may go the next may the
May the
we are well beyond we may the next may the
Can we talk to Horace now? The Blue Sentinels. I kind of hope they use the cross guy reskinned in a future game. Cool. Yeah, it is a cool enemy. Dude kind of sucks because he's a fairly difficult enemy. Especially on like your first playthrough. But he's a good one though. And he has like a cool design. Like some kind of like hyper religious freak that got possessed or something. Like Thanos, you can cry, run, or deny, but the poison swamp is inevitable. This is true. This is true. From Software, all Miyazaki does is he just snaps his Infinity Gauntlet and half the population of the world gets transported to a poison swamp. God, I can't control the freaking camera. See, I pressed X again. Charge him. Just charge him. Yeah, we're done with him. Waiting for a death blight curse swamp, bro. Because you said that, that's gonna be like, instead of it being like an ocean pirate souls, it's just gonna be a poison swamp pirate souls, where the entire swamp is a death blight curse swamp, and you just have to like float around in a boat and then die. That's about all you can do in the game. God dang it, this is tough. Alright, we're gonna bring it back this way. Ah, dang it, just lock on to him. Just attack! Just attack! Oh, yeah. Have a question? What's your favorite Souls game of all time? This one. Dark Souls 3 is my favorite From Software game in the history of the universe. That's why I'm in pretty high spirits, even though these challenges suck. Okay, we'll heal. We're just gonna heal. I figured if we show enough confidence, just like this dude's willing to just, you know, sit down and drink right in front of us, that they would be like, oh, okay, never mind. We probably shouldn't mess with this guy. Oh yeah, triple kill. Oh, we can actually, we should be able to fall off that cliff, can't we? Just attack! Oh, I'm running out of stamina. Let's make it come over here for a second. Oh, we gotta fight the freaking Black Knight up here, don't we? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, it unlocked because of the grab thing. This is freaking brutal, guys. No, the Black Knight doesn't play around at all. These guys are nothing compared to him, and I can't even get past them. All right, we got to take our news break. We actually have a lot to talk about, so we got to get started. I say a lot. A decent amount. Compared to the past couple streams, it's a pretty decent amount. Just compared to those, you know. It's not, news has been so scarce as of late. It's crazy. The pre-Games Fest lull is real, bro. It's full on right now. All right, let's yep, there we go. Got it already. Okay, so here's tonight's news. Oh, you can still see me, can't you? Here's tonight's news. Oh, hey, I'm back. How you doing? This is tonight's news. Oh, okay, now we got a black screen. Well, there we go. All right. We're just pulling it off today, aren't we? God dang. Okay, here we go. There it is. There's our topics to talk about. All right, so some crazy Ubisoft news here. I don't know whether to give them a W for this or to laugh at them because it seems like a desperate attempt to gain some kind of relevance again. But Ubisoft has announced a $500,000 Assassin's Creed buried treasure hunt that could take 5 years to solve. So basically, fans must solve 15 different puzzles to locate a buried chest that is in the actual Caribbean. And the first person to find it will win a prize. That's actually insane. They are sponsoring, or they are putting on, an actual treasure hunt to hype up the Black Flag remake with a $500,000 prize for whoever can do it. Bro, I have to say, as much as Ubisoft has been sucking lately, that is a pretty goated idea. You got to give them their flowers, you know. Credit where credit is due. This is an amazing idea. And I can't wait to see the stories of people out there freaking 4 years from now floating around in the ocean on some kind of like handmade raft that some dude like friggin' crafted with some twigs and his own back hair. And then they find this freaking treasure chest somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. And boom, they get $500,000. That's actually crazy. That is crazy. I don't like Ubisoft, but that's a good idea. That's just a good idea. If they were gonna redo one of their games, it would have been AC2 or AC3. A lot of people I've seen are pretty excited about the Black Flag remake. This is why I think Ubisoft chose the Black Flag, this is why I think Ubisoft chose Black Flag as a remake. It's because they are desperate for a win, and they know that Black Flag is one of the best Assassin's Creed games that resonated with fans. So they've lost so much money on so many different failures of IPs here lately that they desperately need a W, or else they could face some like serious financial troubles. And so I'm guessing that they looked at the situation and they're like, we got to put out something that we know will sell, and Black Flag is a beloved game in the Assassin's Creed IP. So they're like, let's just remake that. We can't come up with something new and original, so let's just remake that and ship it out because people will buy it. Which, you know, hey, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Competition for the age of AI for real? You don't like the treasure hunt idea? What's wrong with the treasure? Is that not cool to go out and search for treasure in the Caribbean Ocean and have a chance at 500? If I didn't have a job and a family and I could swim better, I would do it. Could afford to go to the Caribbean right now, though. True. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, this is what I think will happen. I think there's going to be like streamers who go and try to do it. Like day 100 of trying to find the Assassin's Creed buried treasure. I think there'll be like in real life streamers out there is what I think is going to happen. Original Black Flag is still for 360. Yeah, a lot of people like Black Flag, including myself. I just like 2 and 3 better personally. Yeah, I mean, I never played 2 and 3. I also never played Black Flag. I did play the original Assassin's Creed, and Enzo was a goated character. What's your take on the Lies of P news? We'll talk. Well, we're about to talk about that here in just a minute. I actually put a video out about that yesterday, but we're gonna talk about it here in just a second. I'll give you all my thoughts. I still have 2 through Black Flag and all the smaller ones like Brotherhood, Revolutions, and Rogue for PS3. Oh, dude, you got a collection. Would have worked 5 years ago, but someone gonna plug those puzzles into a custom AI agent and solve it in minutes. That's interesting. I wonder if they have like some kind of rule for AI or a way to stop it. I don't know. Yeah, it would be great content for streamers. Bungie's pretty cooked. Yeah, Bungie's been cooked for years now. Bungie is Bungie friggin' screwed PlayStation hard, bro. The way they sold themselves and then just to do nothing and just sink into the oblivion and cost PlayStation millions of dollars. That was pretty shady. You have to play Enzo Trilogy like right now. Do I really? I've played 1. I played and beat 1 back in the day. I haven't played the other ones. Okay, so apparently, now this is from IGN, so keep that in mind. But a game called Mina Hollower, or Mina the Hollower, launched. I think it launched today, or IGN's review came out of it today. And if we jump over here to the article, IGN calls it kind of like Bloodborne as a cute 8-bit adventure game. So, if Bloodborne's mentioned, we gotta watch, we gotta watch some gameplay or something, right? So, let's, I think this is a trailer right here after the advertisement. Apparently, this is like Bloodborne. According to IGN, this is a Bloodborne-like. One has to wonder if anybody at IGN has ever played Bloodborne. Now, look, I'm not saying this is a bad game. I mean, it looks kind of interesting. I'm not downing the game at all. It's not the game's fault. But nothing about that looked like Bloodborne at all. Certainly not the atmosphere, the gameplay, the nothing. I read a little bit of the article earlier. I think the only thing that is somewhat like Bloodborne is that the weapons have 2 different modes. So you can you can use a weapon and then change it to a different mode and then use it in that mode. So kind of like a trick weapon, but cute and cartoony. But if that's the only thing that is similar to Bloodborne in this entire game, which it looks like it probably is, judging by that trailer, then you shouldn't even say the name. You could say it has weapons. It has a weapon system similar to Bloodborne, but that doesn't make the game like Bloodborne at all. That's just crazy work. That's a stretch right there. Looks cool for people into those kind of games. I didn't see a lot of blood. Yeah, there's no Bloodborne in there. It's not a. I have no problem with the game. The game looks fine, and if you like that style of game, it's probably cool and everything. But it's not. It's not like Bloodborne at all. I don't think anybody at IGN has played Bloodborne. Honestly, I don't think they have. That looks like a character in a Mafia. Do I look like a Mafia movie character? Do I really? IGN has had some really strange takes here lately. Yeah, they gave Mixtape a 10 out of 10 and Crimson Desert a 7. Or a 6. They gave Crimson Desert a 6 and Saros a 7. And a Mixtape where you fight with tongues as two teenagers kissing. That gets a 10 out of 10. Interesting, right? Only in theme, but it's interesting take on Zelda. Oh, Shovel Knight? Oh, 2020. Yeah, that was an old trailer for when it came out on Switch. I think now it's coming out on like console and stuff. Saw hints of Victorian castles and buildings, but that's about it. Matt is the Dawn? I guess I am. Maybe I am. You better watch yourself. Watch what you say in the chat, or else you'll have somebody show up at your doorstep to talk about the insurance policy on your house. Aren't you the professional wrestler? What's his name? John Cena? Yeah, I'm. Well, I mean, to be fair, John Cena's not quite as big as I am. So, he tries, though. He tries. Saw a major person behind Mixtape Game is Larry Ellison's daughter. Who's that? Who's Larry Ellison's? I feel like I should know who that is. Okay, this game. Apparently it's a new Souls-like launching on May 26th. Takes the best of the Divine Comedy and Bloodborne and still manages to give its game a unique spin. Bloodborne's getting compared to everything these days. So what the heck is this game here? New Souls-like game is Bloodborne meets Dante's Inferno with a unique class system. Oh, this is Stone Matcha. You can't. Stone Matcha is not like Bloodborne, really. Stone Matcha is a cool indie Souls-like, though. We played the demo of it. It's a chess-based Souls-like. So if you're a chess fan, you play as like a pawn, and then there are like several different chess pieces you can morph into that you unlock throughout the game. And you go through and fight enemies, and each chess piece has like the different move sets and abilities and things like that. It's pretty cool, but it's nothing like Bloodborne. Why is everybody saying this thing is like Bloodborne or that thing is like Bloodborne? Here's the little trailer to it. I'll let you guys watch it if you haven't heard of it. Stone Matcha is actually a pretty cool game. Apparently it's about to release on the 26th. We might check it out when it comes out. I haven't played like the full game, obviously, just the demo. You gotta play a bishop, rook, the knight, and of course the pawn.
Non avere paura.
It looks a little cheesy the way you hop around, but playing it was actually pretty fun.
Avrei dovuto essere perfetto.
Should have been perfect. Infinite.
Assoluto.
Absolute.
I miei incubi muoiono oggi.
Narrava lo scultore.
Sculptor narrated.
Il più bello. Marcito nel suo cuore. Divelto, perse il controllo.
Che tu sia maledetto.
Cursed be you.
Oltre la goglia sarai salvo.
That's some cool boss designs. Like very unique boss designs.
L'armatura. Tenteranno in tutti i modi di sottrartela.
May 26th. That's pretty awesome. I'm actually a little bit of a Stone Machia fan. I probably will at least stream it one day just to check it out, show the indie devs some love. I like to play indie Souls-likes when I feel like they're decent and the devs have put a good amount of work into it. So we might actually check this one out for like a day when it comes out. He's a big tech oligarch. Okay. Everyone's chasing the Bloodborne hype. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. It's a title thing. They're just trying to use Bloodborne to get clicks by, mentioning it in the title or whatever. People have been talking and whining about some billionaire's daughter's game, but I didn't know they were talking about Mixtape. 10 out of 10. I have no idea, but no one seems to be able to explain why they like or dislike it. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no feelings about the game at all, except that it's a little suspicious, just judging by the clips I've seen of the game, that would get a 10 out of 10. And then some of the other games that have come out have gotten much lower scores. It smells of sus. Did you hear about the Crimson Desert news? What Crimson Desert news are you talking about? We might be about to talk about it just now. Here's a little bit of Saros news. So apparently Saros might struggle to recoup its development budget. Over here on this article here, so this is according to Alinea Analytics, and they estimate that Saros sold approximately 300,000 copies in its first 2 weeks, which is a little bit behind what Returnal sold at this point in time in its life cycle. And the reported development budget for Saros was about 76 million. And then let's do some math here. 300,000 times it's a $70 game. So $300,000 or 300,000 sales times $70 is only $21 million. So they have $55 million of development budget to still make up over the lifespan of this game. That's gonna be a tough feat to accomplish. I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking good for Saros. Hopefully it breaks even at least. I would hope it makes them a profit, because I really do enjoy the game and I feel like it needs to be given its due respect. And I hope Housemarque gets out what they put in at least and makes something on it, because how are we going to get more of what they make if what they make doesn't sell? That's just not going to happen. So I don't know. That's kind of bad news for the future of Saros, for the future of Housemarque as well, and Returnal and Saros-like games. We'll see what happens. Maybe there'll be a surge in sales like over the holiday season and things like that. Over the course of time, sales will pick up and we could see maybe even a profit. But man, bad news. It's a tough market to develop a game in, I'll tell you that. And my best advice, I honestly feel like in today's gaming market, the smaller you can keep your budget, even if that means making a smaller game, I think the better. Because if you step out on a limb and try and make this big grand experience and dump a bunch of money into it, you're liable to get burned real quick in this economy. So, sad news for Saros. Sad news for Saros. Saros may be cooked. Maybe something out of nowhere. One of the richest people in the world delivers an industry-changing game, and the most corrupt game mag in history rates it perfect. Yeah, that's a little sus, isn't it? That's a little suspicious. Maybe they should have marketed it more. I really didn't see much about it until it came out and people were playing it. That could be, maybe. But at the same time, if you spend a bunch more on marketing, then you go from $76 million to $86 million. And, you know, judging by the sales so far, are they really going to get, for spending, you know, another $10 million on marketing? Do we think that they'll get another 30, 40 million in sales from that? Kind of unlikely, you know what I mean? Okay, so Crimson Desert here. So apparently Pearl Abyss reports a 30,200% increase on the quarter in its operating profit, all because of Crimson Desert. That is insane. That is insane. But yeah, I mean, it's only a 6, guys. It's a 6 out of 10. Mixtape's a 10 out of 10. But Crimson Desert, that literally made Pearl Abyss bukus of cash because so many people bought it and play it, and is still retaining players to this day at a high rate. Now, this is a 6 out of 10. Mixtape's where it's at. Go get you some of that. Go get you some of that tongue fight mini game. That's what really matters. Glad to hear Pearl Abyss cooked on Crimson Desert. Yeah, they did. I mean, obviously, the player response, regardless of what people think. I mean, like, you know, there are reviewers and, you know, people that talk about video games like myself, and then there are, you know, your buddies at work, or, you know, gaming buddies and stuff like that. Everybody has their opinion about games. But the one thing that doesn't lie are the sales numbers. If the game sells well, then, you know, it means that players enjoy it. Players, at the very least, it means that players were interested enough to buy it. In some rare cases, maybe you get a game that's super interesting and a bunch of people buy it, and then a bunch of people hate it, but they already bought it. But that hardly ever happens. For the most part, if your game sells well, it's because you did something right and players are actually enjoying it. Why do you think Crimson Desert did right as compared to Saros? They're planning to release a DLC in the next coming months, or 2027. Are they really? I haven't heard that. I didn't hear about the DLC. What I think Crimson Desert did right compared to Saros is they created something that appeals to more masses. They created something that appeals to the masses. Whereas Saros is a little bit of a niche title. You know what I mean? It's high difficulty, bullet hell shooter, which isn't the most popular of genres. And even though Returnal did well, it doesn't always mean, you can't necessarily count on that to carry you on into the future. You know what I mean? A sequel is not guaranteed to do as well as its predecessor, and sometimes its predecessor being good makes it even harder for the sequel, because then it's compared to what came before it. Whereas when the first one came out, there was not really a comparison. You know what I mean? So because Crimson Desert made a game that appeals to more kinds of players. And then they made it well and super interesting, and gave you all kinds of choices and the ability to do all kinds of things, and it streams well. Players can jump in and do all kinds of crazy things in the world on stream, and people will enjoy watching it. All of that together was a better package for success than what Saros is, unfortunately. Even though I think Saros is a ton of fun. And honestly, if I'm, sitting down to play a game, at the current moment, I would rather play Saros than I would Crimson Desert. Because Saros just fits more of what I enjoy than what Crimson Desert does. But I'm a very particular kind of player, and there's not a lot of me's. I am not the most popular kind of player. The most popular kind of player is much more in line with what Crimson Desert has to offer than what Saros has to offer, which is the main reason, I think, for the difference in success there. Check out the DLC news and Google. Okay, I'll do that in just a second. So this is a PS exclusive for now. Crimson Desert was released on all systems. That's true. That's another big difference. It is an exclusive, and that does play a role. Black Desert is a better game. I've not played Black Desert. So this is quite a niche genre. All of the third-person roguelike shooters. There are like 4 or 5. Yeah, it's not a huge genre. Saros is boring and uninspired slop? Really? I don't think so. I think it's great. I think it's super fun. They did some really cool outside of the box things for Crimson Desert. The bugs and jank on launch was worth it. Yeah, Crimson Desert is only going to get better from here on out. That's the other thing. Saros is kind of like already good in my opinion. Crimson Desert is good and is going to continue to get better from this point forward. Saros is just bad. There's nothing more to it. What's so bad about it? Also, as a PC gamer, I never had access. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the platforms also make a problem. Make a problem for it. Are you hyped for Mortal Shell? I'm very hyped for Mortal Shell. Very hyped. Mortal Shell 2 is probably the second Souls-like I am most excited for. Yeah. Crimson Desert DLC. Let's see. Did I hear anything about this? That's Forbes. Let's see. Crimson Desert DLC being considered by Pearl Abyss. That was 11 hours ago. Let's see what it says. In a new earnings release, Pearl Abyss revealed that they are looking at ways to broaden Crimson Desert with a DLC seemingly on the cards. Crimson Desert has been receiving major updates since its launch, and with the developers hard at work improving the gameplay experience. However, it seems their work doesn't stop with just support, and an expansion could be on the horizon. Crimson Desert DLC seems like a possibility. Platform expansion mentioned as well. During their latest earnings release, Pearl Abyss mentioned exploring a DLC for Crimson Desert in their new pipelines and growth strategy section. The developers first spoke about how their focus will remain on enhancing user satisfaction and driving new sales through continuous updates. The developers will also look at increasing the game's presence through platform expansion, maybe a Switch 2 port. The developers are also looking at ways to broaden the game, with DLC one of the routes they are exploring. However, more details will be shared once the concrete plans are set. Okay. So they're looking at a DLC. They're not necessarily doing a DLC. They're just looking at one, which that makes sense. That makes sense. It's nice to hear that it's on the table, but I think it's something we all already knew. Like, there's no way they're not. With the success the game has had, there's definitely going to be a DLC, you know. The review copy they got was even more jank than the launch version we got. I have heard that there is some grace we should give to IGN, I guess, for that. The problem with IGN's review though is that the issues that they had with the game had little to do with the performance problems. That was a factor, I'm sure, but they mentioned all these other things, and it's just like, yeah, but nobody cares about that, or they're expecting it to be something the game was never meant to be, you know. Could have been the case. All that matters, Crimson Desert is a 9 of 10. Yeah, now it's much better for sure. All right, let's talk about the Lies of P stuff. So I put out a video about this earlier today. If you want to go check it out, I just kind of lay out everything that we know so far. But so basically, on a so NeoWiz put out their earnings report for for up to this point in 2026, and on the earnings report they mentioned that the Lies of P sequel is now in full development. It has passed the prototype stage and is now in full development, which there's two things about that. One, that's good news because, you know, that means that it has progressed to the next stage and they're now full scale working on actually making the game. The other thing it means, though, is that up to this point, there's been rumors in the past that we might get a sequel to Lies of P this year. We had heard that from a lot of different places, and we talked about it here on stream quite a bit. But with this earnings report, we can pretty much just count that out now. Because if they just now passed the prototype stage and started full development, that's going to be a good 2 or 3 year process, probably. Maybe 1 to 1.5 in the shortest term, or the fastest they could do it. So it looks like a Lies of P sequel coming this year is very, very, very unlikely. Pretty much impossible now. And we're gonna have to wait longer than maybe we thought. So yeah, so it's good news but also sad news at the same time. The other thing though is that we could possibly get a reveal at Summer Games Fest though, or maybe the Game Awards in December. So now, one of the things that they had to do to get into full production is they have to make what's called a vertical slice, which is basically like a small portion of the game that's like a really polished demo, essentially. And that's what they use to like present the game to publishers or higher ups in companies and things like that to get approval to move into full development, right? So since they have a portion of the game made already, that could mean that they're ready to announce the title and make a trailer, use some of the gameplay footage, all of those things. So maybe Summer Games Fest, Game Awards, somewhere in there, maybe we get the official announcement and our first look at it. And then, a couple years from now, we actually get the game. Next year at the soonest, but that would still be a stretch. Another interesting thing from their earnings report, though, was that there is another project mentioned. They have a bunch of different games in their pipeline, like 5, 6, 7 of them. I don't remember how many exactly. And one of them is the Lies of P sequel. But then there's another one that they call Project Windy, and it is a Souls-like RPG as well. And it is currently in the prototype phase of development. So they are making 2 Souls-likes right now: the Lies of P sequel and an unnamed project, codenamed Project Windy, that is also a Souls-like RPG. And we'll just have to wait and see what's coming from them. But that's really cool news because they are obviously goated at making Souls-likes. So the fact that they're now making 2 for us instead of just focusing on Lies of P is actually really exciting news. And I think that the name's kind of interesting. Project Windy. Could it potentially be referring to like Windy from Peter Pan? Are we going to get Peter Pan Souls? Is it windy as in like the wind of the tornado and like the Wizard of Oz? Or Alice in Wonderland, rather? Or whichever one. I get my fairy tales mixed up. But You know, are they continuing down that fairy tale path, or is it nothing to do with anything like that? And are they just making something completely new that's not really the same vein as what Lies of P is? I don't know, but it is interesting and it's really cool news. So 2 Souls-likes coming from NeoWiz in round 8. Really, really cool stuff for Souls-like fans. Summer Games Fest will be stacked this year. I think it will. I'm excited for Summer Games Fest. I might even take the day off so we can stream it, but I don't know. We'll see. But From Software rumors are true. They may have a delay since FromSoft has the GTA 6 of Souls in their arsenal. That could be. Maybe they do. More the merrier, I say. Maybe Pied Piper Souls? Maybe. An Alice in Wonderland Souls-like could be really cool if done right. Please take a day off. I might. It depends on the exact day. Because summertime is when I'm very busy and I'm putting on a bunch of different youth events. So there are some days that I just cannot take off. But if I can, I'll probably try and take the day off and we'll do like a watch party stream like we did for the Game Awards last year. Okay, so that's all our topics, but we do have some trailers to watch real fast. Hold up, wait a minute. All right, we're gonna watch this one first because I've been wanting to watch this ever since I found out about it, and I've been waiting for the stream, and we didn't get to stream yesterday, so we're gonna watch it now. This is a Sekiro mod where apparently you're like friggin' Tony Hawk's, but Wolf from Sekiro all at the same time. It's called Jet Set Sekiro, I think is the name of the mod. So let's watch it and see what we think. Wait, is he just skate attacking everybody? Is he just graffitiing? Did he just graffiti the side of that wall? It's a skater game and Sekiro all in one. What is this? Who came up with this? And why is he so OP? Well, it is on ball, so I guess that makes sense. So wait, what is that? What is the deal with the graffiti? Like, why are we doing this? What's the objective? Didn't see this cut? I guess not. I did not. This was not in my bingo cards. This is the Sekiro mod we never knew we needed. It's Crazy Taxi from the Dreamcast days. Oh, you can grind? They even like friggin' listen to the theme. They like took the Sekiro music and like gave it a jazzy hip hop twist. Where's the boss? I want to see the boss fight. They ruined Sekiro. Graffiti tells the enemy ninjas not to throw around. I guess so. Yeah, that's true. He's marking his territory. Let me see if we can find a boss fight here. He's got to fight a boss somewhere, right? Is there no boss? I can't see a boss fight anywhere. Let's skip ahead a little bit. I'm surprised they didn't. Is that a new enemy? Yeah, they changed up the enemies a lot. So I guess there is no boss. It's just get to as many of the graffiti areas as you can before the time ends. Time's up. I guess there's no boss fight. Got an A score. That's crazy. Sekiro meets Tony Hawk's. Who knew that that would be coming in 2026? It's kind of breaking the game flow. Yeah. It's not a mod that I would be interested in checking out, but it's one of those shock value things, you know. You see it and you just have to check it out or watch it because of it, how crazy it is. All right, so this is a Souls-like I never knew about, but apparently this is like an ocean-based Souls-like where you play as a fish. Someone brought it up the other day on stream, and we're gonna watch it. This trailer came out 9 months ago. It's called Glacierd. Oh, it's a Switch 2 exclusive, guys.
In the future, the Everwinter has encased Earth within a permanent layer of ice. But under the surface, a new chapter unfolds.
In Glacierd, you play as a Twi, an evolved avian species descended from dinosaurs, endowed with the abilities needed to protect the Everwinter oceans.
These stunning underwater worlds are full of...
It's got like a Zelda-style ring stamina.
As you swim through these scenic vistas, you'll engage ferocious marine beasts in real-time combat. Unleash melee and ranged attacks, along with special abilities to fell these foes.
Use experience gained from these battles to build up your Twi's wings and various abilities to become the Everwinter's ultimate protector.
This doesn't look very Souls-like. I'm just gonna tell you that, right? Just
launching as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch.
To me, a timed console exclusive, so it will be exclusive to Switch 2 for a period of time. I'm not gonna lie. It says, I checked the Steam page. It says it's a Souls-like, but it doesn't look very Souls-like to me. I didn't see anything from that trailer, from the gameplay, that would tell me that that's a Souls-like. I'm just being real with you. Huge fan of Jet Set Radio. Truly the single greatest lost opportunity Sega has ever fumbled. Not making a sequel for it. Isn't that like a skating game? It's not a Souls-like. That's an aquatic armored core. That might be closer. Yeah, that might be closer. Get better narrators too. Yeah, you can tell it's a low-budget indie game. They're doing the best they can, I think. All right, this one is a game. I think this came out today. Apparently, someone was talking about this in chat earlier. It's called Dark Dominion. Souls-like that came out today. We'll see. Probably have a date on it.
You thought it was
apparently it's really bad.
The pain would let go. That time would heal the wounds. No, child. Your life is only just beginning. You lost her and the other one too. Fate tore them from you. Like a rotten tooth from a corpse's jaw. But instead of peace, they left you a trial. This world it is rotting. The earth is soaked with blood. The dead whisper.
We're just gonna watch that dude hammer a stake into a wall all day?
Not by the will of gods, but by the malice of the world, you will walk up.
Oh, that combat was rough, I'm not gonna lie.
They will lie to you.
It was very
betray you,
choppy.
call you back. But if you pass through the darkness, if you endure every pain, every fall, then maybe, just maybe, you will become fate itself. And if not, you'll simply be forgotten, like all of the others were forgotten.
Alright, we got a magic build now. Oh, the little sweep. Little sweep to the backstab, I like it. Oh, flashbangs. Yeah, I saw that. It's Souls-like meets SWAT team. I mean, it didn't look awful. You're not wrong. It didn't look terrible. But apparently Fighting Cowboy played like 15 minutes of it and uninstalled it. So maybe playing it, it gets a lot worse. I don't know. But it didn't look terrible. Let's look it up on Steam. Let's see. Dark Dominion. Oh, it's 30% off right now. Dark Dominion is a grim, Souls-like tale of a man who lost everything. His wife dies giving birth. His daughter, 7 years later, of pneumonia. Broken, he goes to war and falls. Death drags him into a twisted afterworld where he must find the souls of his wife and child or fade with the shadows. That's actually a really interesting story concept right there. The story actually sounds like it goes kind of hard. That's interesting. I don't know, guys. I think I might wishlist it just to... Maybe one day I'll pick it up when I need an indie Souls-like to check out. I'm not, you know, it didn't look super bad, and the story sounds cool. Yeah, maybe we'll check it out on stream. Maybe we could check it out and see if it's really as bad as the people say. You know, we might do that. We might do that. For the time being, though, that's all we got for tonight, boys. We're playing Dark Souls 2 tomorrow, starting a Dark Souls 2 Massacre run. The return of the Massacre run comes tomorrow in Dark Souls 2. It's going to be deliciously awful. So be prepared. Prepare your little hearts. I'll see you then. Have a great night. Thanks for supporting. Thanks to the members for supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. And thank you to all the viewers for watching. No matter what you do, if you're just watching, that's supporting, and I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great time. You'll donate $20. If I donate $20, will you check it out? I mean, to be honest with you, I probably will check it out anyway. If you donate $20, I'll check it out next week. But if you don't, if you just, you know, if you save your money, I'll probably just check it out anyway whenever we get around to it. But if you want me to like do it fast, sure, I'll do it next week if you want to do it that way. All I want is a Lord of the Rings action RPG. Level is FromSoft with good combat, character creator, and races like elves, men, dwarves, and wizards. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, dude. I've said for a while now that Lord of the Rings, a Lord of the Rings Souls game, a Souls-like Lord of the Rings would be so freaking amazing. The story is already goated, so you don't have to worry about that. And then all you have to do is add the Souls-like combat in. I feel like it would fit perfect. So, yeah. Anyway, have a great night, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace out.